Hello, welcome to Pick Central. I'm your host, Hubs, alongside Chris Clemmer, Big Ev, Rico. We've got the fellas in the... No Meek Phil.
No Meek Phil.
No Meek Phil.
I know he was
Liam.
stranded. He was in Chicago because of the snow. I know that, right?
No Meek Phil.
I don't know. I don't know.
We got a lot to talk about. Before we get into that, we're going to talk about Fair Harbor. This podcast is brought to you by Fair Harbor, makers of the world's most comfortable swimwear of the same comfort that's earned thousands of 5-star reviews, is built into their super soft apparel, made to be worn hard and broken in by the life you live. Spring is right around the corner, we hope, although it snowed again last night somehow. And if your closet's feeling a little tired, Fair Harbor's got you covered. They make insanely comfortable everyday pieces you actually want to wear, from their best-selling swim trunks to the unbelievable soft hoodies. You really can't go wrong. I've been rocking the jeans. I've got the swim trunks ready to go as I'm going on a mini vacation this weekend. I'm excited for it. They've got shirts. You've been wearing hoodies a bunch.
Absolutely.
They can cover you head to toe, any season, whatever. Fair Harbor's great. They just released new arrivals for the spring collection, featuring fresh styles designed for spring and beyond. Lightweight layers, soft fabrics, and effortlessly versatility. Exactly what your closet needs right now. Head to fairharborclothing.com. Use code PIX20 for 20% off your full price order now through February 28th. Only a few days left for that, February 28th. Once again, that's Fair Harbor, HARBOR, clothing.com for 20% off, and make sure you use our promo code PIX20 so they know we sent you. A few things to get into here as we roll through the week. I think the number one to start would be the Knicks again. This show likes making fun of the Knicks when they don't do well, so we will address it. Bad game against the Cavs in Cleveland. They fought a little bit in the first half, but the Cavs just the better team last night. They just played better. They've been really good since getting Harden. They are a true power in the East, no doubt. I hate Mikal Bridges, man. He is infuriating to watch. That trade was will be looked back on as one of the worst Knicks moments in the last, 10, 15 years.
Which is hard to do because the Knicks have had some pretty bad ones.
Yeah, but like since 20. The Knicks have become, I guess 10, 15 is, but since the Knicks have become good again, that trade really set them back.
Would you say it's the biggest blemish since, because I count the Knicks runs like 2 runs, the 13 run to 15 where we were kind of pretty good. I lose track of those years. Maybe it was like 2012.
Like Melo you're talking about?
Yeah, that run. We took a little bit of a break.
Never
and
truly
then we got,
felt like they could win a title.
No, not all right.
The 2 seed. That was
I'm saying
the others,
run.
they were like a 7 seed.
Right.
Like,
I'm saying run loosely in the sense of like we were just in the playoffs. Which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. But now so that was the first like resurgence, let's say, and now we're on a little bit of a run of at least being in the conversation.
For top 14, yeah.
So is Bridges going to go down as the worst move in the last 10, like in those 2 runs?
I think it's worse than the Towns because obviously not only did you pay Bridges, but then you gave up the capital, the draft capital too. Like Towns is awful as well, but Bridges is awful, man.
I mean, I think the way to look at it is like it's the worst move of Leon Rose's career. Like,
that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, that's the way to look at it.
Because he's done a great job.
Worst Leon Rose move.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly the way I was going to phrase it. Leon Rose is probably worse because he's been very good. That's been the.
He was doing such a good job.
I mean, he'd done an excellent job taking us from the gutter to like a real team, a real East contender at least.
Bridges is awful, man. He's soft. He doesn't rebound. He gets pushed around down low. He stands in the corner, shoots way too much. Has no gauge of like when he would cool it off. And he doesn't really defend like I thought we was getting this lockdown guy, and he doesn't really do that either. It's bad. That was a tough loss.
Were the Knicks affected? Were the Knicks one of those teams? I know we were saying in the chat. Were the Knicks one of those teams affected by the flights? Did the Knicks fly out? No, it was teams coming in, right?
It was like
is that what it was?
More the Nets.
How did those? Yeah.
But the Nets are just like they just are tanking.
Oh, but you know what I'm talking about. It was teams coming in or flying day of, whatever it was.
I don't remember seeing Knicks issues with flying.
I don't think
that's not.
Where are the Knicks in the East?
So you said something wrong in the chat last night where you were like, Knicks can't beat anyone in the best of the East. That was their only loss to the Cleveland this year.
Well, it's a different Cleveland team.
Okay, but like that
and that's not exactly what I said. I said the Knicks. I said what did I say exactly?
You said the Knicks don't beat anyone in the East. In the top, the best teams in the East. They don't beat them.
We really just haven't beat the.
It's really the Pistons. No doubt, I will say that they match up well versus Boston. They played well against Boston, and to this point, going the last night, they were 2-0.
Here's what I said. The Knicks are so bad against good East teams.
So, that's wrong.
But I'd say they're so bad against the Pistons.
It's the Pistons.
And the Cavs now. Because they got smoked.
It's
one game.
But it's a different Cavs team.
You suffer recency bias more than anyone I know.
Where do you see the Knicks this year in the East?
They can, you can't just use last night.
I'm not just using last night. Where do they stack up? Cleveland's better than the Knicks right now.
They cannot beat the Pistons.
Cleveland is better than the Knicks right now.
Because they beat him last night.
No, because they added Harden and they're playing really good basketball right now.
Fall into this trap.
I don't think I do. I don't.
Brutal.
I don't. I think Cleveland Cavaliers right now are a better team
because
than
they won last night. If the Knicks won last night, you'd say the same.
What's Cleveland's last 10 games? What's their record since Harden?
Cleveland's been really good.
That's my point. It's not just last night.
But the Knicks also just know how to beat them in the playoffs. Like they've handled them.
They know how to beat them in the playoffs. This is a different team. They have Harden. I'm not saying
Harden. By the way, you want to talk about a playoff collapser? That guy's awful in the playoffs.
Okay,
you don't believe in that.
I kind of don't.
That's stupid.
That
also falls into how dumb you are as a person.
How dumb I am.
Harden is an awful playoff player.
But you keep saying
you've shown it to you over decades.
What?
I'm saying Harden has shown that to you over. It's not like he had like one or two.
I get it. I get Harden.
You remember how bad the Game 7 was last year?
Literally a decade.
I mean, the flip side is the Knicks are horrible in the playoffs. Like, what are we doing?
They handle Cleveland. They play Cleveland well. They handle Mitchell well. Mobley does not play well against them. Mitchell Robinson is a matchup problem.
So then what happened last night then?
Last night, it's a regular season game. You can't buy into too much.
They shot horribly.
I'm telling you also, they played like shit. And I'm not confident in this Knicks team, but there's one team in the East that I know they can't beat. It's the Pistons.
What is Cleveland's record since the trade? Let's find that because they're really good since the trade.
They're 20-6 in the last 26 games.
Okay, so that's not just last night. I'm saying Cleveland right now is better than the Knicks. You don't agree with that?
No, after one game, I can't say that.
Once again, not one game. The last 26 games.
Okay, but how about the whole year?
But this is since the trade though. That's a different team now.
The trade isn't 26 games. It's only been a few games.
Okay, so then look at the last few games. I bet the record's still pretty good.
That's such a small sample size.
This team is much better than they were when the season began.
I'm not disputing that, but I still think the Knicks can beat them in the playoffs.
Okay,
right now, I do not think. I can tell you right now, I do not think they can. I think the Pistons are a horrible, horrible matchup. They can't beat them. I think the Knicks can find a way to beat the Cavs.
So you think the Knicks are the second best team in the East right now?
Yeah, I'd still say they're second. Now, if Tatum comes back, I'd probably tweak it, and I'd probably put Boston.
Okay, let's say Tatum's. Tatum's not back, so it's I won't say that.
So yes, I would still say they're the second best team.
I have them third.
I still think Cleveland could pass that. I think Cleveland can finish ahead of them, no problem. But I think they can beat Cleveland in the playoffs.
I got two things, big picture on that. A buddy of mine who's super into the Knicks, he was texting me last night. He's like, getting rid of Tibbs is going to go down as one of the stupidest moves we ever did. This team's getting worse and worse. Now that could just be a fan, kind of like Frank in the tank, like ranting. But also, could you see a world where off the street, I'm not saying you agree with it, but we're getting to a sort of a problem where if Tatum comes back, the Knicks could be fourth in the terms of like a guy on the street of who do you think's going to win the East drafting. You're obviously going to say.
The Knicks aren't a sexy pick. Knicks are not a sexy pick right now by any means.
That's what I'm
I would
saying.
imagine they would be picked fourth by.
You know what I mean? That's 100%. All. That's where I was going with it. I guess. I feel.
I don't.
Could we be? Could you see us being fourth in like most conversations? Like people obviously taking the Pistons, some people taking the Cavs as the team who's kind of on the rise. The Celtics obviously with Tatum is a little sexy, and then it's us. That's a big change from what it was like a month and a half ago. I don't know.
To me, that doesn't even matter. Like the narrative doesn't matter. It's like what's going to happen on the court, like what you're seeing. That's how I feel. That like Hub said, obviously we're not the sexy picks, but if people want to pick us fourth, that's fine, and maybe it'll turn out that way. I don't even think that's obviously it's not the craziest.
What is really important is they don't finish fourth.
Correct.
That would be
agreed.
And we said that yesterday.
By the way, according to the odds, which you can take them or leave them, the Cavs are plus 290 to win the conference. The Celtics are plus 310, Pistons plus 350, Knicks plus 400. But the Cavs, I think, are I think there's a reason the Cavs are even ahead of the Pistons. That's a different team right now. I'm kind of shocked. I'm kind of shocked you don't see that, Hubs. Or you're not.
I don't know what makes you think
you
I
keep
don't.
saying it's recency bias. All shit.
I think you suffer through that. That's just in general. I respect it. I have said, I think, on this pod, I said when Harden got traded, that is an outstanding move for the Cavs, and it has worked out since. I still think the Knicks can beat them in the playoffs. I do not think there's a chance they can beat the Pistons. That's how I view things. The Knicks can still beat the Cavs, despite last night. And also, we saw last year the regular season means nothing because the Knicks got absolutely bullied by the Celtics and then took them out. So,
you can only take the regular season for so much. I mean, matchups, you go to matchups.
And then we're talking about one singular game last night, that's not just going to swing my opinion. I still very much think they could beat the Cavs and will beat the Cavs.
Take that game away. They're still 19-6 over the 25 before that. That's what I'm looking at more than the last
getting rid of Garland and bringing in Harden, absolutely good move. It remains to be seen. I'm just, from what we've seen with Harden in the playoffs, like, I can't expect that things are going to like drastically change with him.
Even the Harden thing in terms of like his like playoff prowess, whatever, out of it. I think there's a level. I agree with what you're saying, Hubbs, in terms of like, I think there's a level of physicality the Pistons have that Knicks cannot match.
No.
But I don't think in a every game series, this like the Cavs can't do that. Can they beat the Knicks? Yes. But they can't just like out physical them in that way.
There's something
that's why I think there's like the Knicks could absolutely beat the Cavs.
Right. There's something the Pistons bring that the Knicks just have no way.
Correct. They just have it's just a bad, like you said, a bad matchup in these 7 series.
Yeah, I don't see that with the Cavs.
They're just matchups. They're like it's a 7-game it's a chess game.
Yeah.
And they just don't work well that way.
I also need Deuce to come back. I know he's
going to be huge.
That's a big fucking he may not seem like a big deal. He's a big fucking deal.
Because he plays defense. He plays defense too.
Really good defense, and he was shooting the ball pretty well before he got hurt.
Maybe take some.
But no, dude, if you're a Cleveland Cavalier fan right now, like, since the trade is showing all the profit right now, I think
they got Mobley back too, which is
Mobley's huge.
He probably sits tonight, but having him back is enormous.
Yeah, and Atkinson after the game was like he sees belief in his players since the trade. So because they were going nowhere.
Sure,
the Garland thing, it just wasn't working. They had to change something. So
and I mean, just the season they had last year to end the way it did, and then this year start the way it did. Like, what a brutal, just like you win 60 games, you're on top of the moon.
Yeah.
Injuries, you flop out of the playoffs early. They thought
they
think they're going to the finals.
Yep.
And then and this year they're 500 through like 30 games or whatever it was. And to be where they're at now, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
I'll say this Knicks schedule is very strange. So the next like 7 games are pretty tough. But then after that, you guys have a cakewalk of all cakewalks. So you have like an 8-game stretch where it's all teams that are basically just like tanking.
That'll be huge.
So like you guys could really make up some ground. If you guys can kind of hold your head above water these next 8 games and not fall too deep into that 4 slot, you guys do have this run here in the middle of March where you can really make
and obviously the Pistons are 1, so it doesn't matter for this. But I was seeing a few. I think the Pistons and Cavs, they play each other twice, I believe, in the next like 7-8 games ish. And they both have pretty tough. Like the Pistons play the Spurs again in the next like 7 or 8 games. They both have kind of tough little stretches here.
Yeah.
But I think the Cavs might have I think theirs is kind of easy down the stretch.
I know. I think their schedule.
I remember when we looked at the big, like all the big one we had on the board, like last week.
We're getting down. I mean, somewhat. It's 23 games left.
20-ish games.
Yeah, the NBA All-Star break is never a true.
Oh, it's not.
You don't realize that right away. They play
there's about like 25 games left usually when the break happens.
Right.
Yeah.
Another storyline within the NBA is, so we were talking going into the break of who's going to be in the play-in, who will miss it, all that odds-wise. You now have a 3-way tie in the loss column.
Yeah.
For the 9, 10, and 11 spots between the Hawks, Hornets, and Bucks.
The Bucks are, to be fair, quite a bit behind the wings. And I have the Bucks odds, so
they have games to play.
Yeah.
They have 25 wins. Everyone else has 28, 29. I don't know how does that work? How do you have 4 less games?
I know. It's crazy.
But the Bucks win again last night. They beat the Heat. They've started to figure things out almost. We're like, maybe Giannis does actually come back and try and play for this team. They haven't ruled him out yet, have they?
No, they haven't.
So like there's something happening, whether it's, I don't know, Porter and Rollins has been good for them, and
did you see Giannis getting traded in the offseason? That's still possible?
What?
Did he get traded in the offseason?
Giannis?
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
That's almost like
more likely, yeah.
Yeah, because
I want to make sure that it's just the trade talks weren't dead. When he didn't get moved at the deadline, it moved all the way to the back of my head, and I was like, wait a second, is he?
If he hadn't gotten hurt, I think there's a decent chance he would have got moved.
Okay.
I think
it was so tricky to trade him where like you have to give up assets and then you miss him for a month, so your team is just gutted. Yeah. Whoever you're trading for.
Teams will also have more draft picks allotted that they can trade.
The Knicks and Heat can trade more picks in the offseason.
By the way, the Bucks, when I picked them up like a week ago, was 5-1. It's plus 500. Now it's plus 350.
Yeah,
the odds are starting to. If you want to get on with me, get the Bucks just to make the plan.
Hawks last night played Kuminga for the first time. He scored like 28.
He went nuts.
He looked good from 3.
I think he had 28 on 12 shots.
It was 9 of 12 from the field or something. Yeah, crazy. Ridiculous. And one last NBA thing: the Lakers lose to the Magic, and people were talking about the final play where Luka, they drew up a really good play. Luka had a 3 for the win and just passed it up for LeBron, who just like chucked up an errant shot, and they lose to Magic. The Lakers, man, there's a lot of bad coming out of the Lakers recently. You know, you was about the Celtics game. They had no chance there.
They're a mess right now.
They are an absolute mess. They are pretty much they are as bad defensively as it gets. There's a lot of bad numbers out there offensively with I saw Reeves, LeBron, and Luka on the court at the same time. Does not work. But when it's just Reeves and Luka, it's been really good. So LeBron is a problem right now. Even though he looked good last night.
Yeah.
They're JJ Redick must go home every night. Just how do I fucking maneuver this?
Well, I think this is kind of the problem where, like, I think LeBron is the glaring hole, just in the sense that you're paying him all this money.
Huge.
He's not that guy. And you're kind of hamstrung with him because you kind of, like, keep, like, if he just wants to keep playing, they're going to have to make a decision, like, whether they just, like, they can't just keep doing this. No. They're going to have to just say, they got to just, at some point, the Lakers would be one that say, like, we're good.
Yep.
Because they keep doing these, like, 1-year deals or whatever, and it's just, like, they're just hemorrhaging.
The Lakers, didn't they just come out a couple days ago and we're like, yeah, we'd welcome him back? What are you doing?
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, is he done? He's done at the end of this year?
He's a free agent.
Yeah. Where do you think he plays then?
Well, everyone's saying Cleveland, but like the Warriors then pop up because like that's been linked.
I don't know if Cleveland wants to, like, we don't owe you.
It would depend.
We got everything we needed to get out of you.
It would depend how the Cavs year ends this year.
Yes, true.
What really depends is on how much, if he's willing to actually go and take a lesser amount.
I would imagine he would.
Because if he will go and sign like a vet minimum somewhere and actually try to win,
I don't think he will. I don't
think so either.
Not a vet minimum. Not a vet minimum.
Not a max either. I think it's somewhere in the middle.
So far, everything I've seen about LeBron, we've seen LeBron. He always takes the max.
He could have did it this year, and he
know.
didn't.
So I mean, he's kind of like
he knew what he was doing this year. If he should have known, they would have no chance.
What means more to him at this point? Like another $50 million or a ring? Like one last ring to end it? That'd be like what a great way to end.
The other part of it is
Swan song. He's gonna chase the ring. I feel like he's got to try and chase one more ring.
See, the other part of it though is I feel like it's so much pressure from like the PA, like the Players Association. So you're still a guy averaging 20, 7.
You don't want to fuck up the market.
You have to take like the.
But you could also tell him to go pound sand. Like he's reached that level.
He should, but I think that's kind of where
Michael Jordan with the Wizards. I know that didn't work, but like he didn't take any money. He gave all of his money to 9/11 families. But like he took a minimum, basically took like $1 million.
He should. I wish he.
It's so easy for us to tell LeBron to do that. But
I know. And I normally wouldn't, but like he's made so much.
He has so much off the court money. It's like, dude, fuck off.
Oh, I mean, the moment he retires, he's going to buy the Vegas. He's going to be a big Vegas owner.
I'm not counting pockets of a guy who signed his first $60 million deal who, like, we know half it's going to take into taxes and all this stuff. Agents, managers, whatever. Like, this guy's a billion. He has billions of dollars, and he could retire tomorrow.
He's going to own
a team. He's going to keep his Nike deal is preposterous.
Yeah. Plus, once he gets out of the league, the way he can predict things, and I knew that. He's going to be. DraftKings should be in. He's going to have every game parlay, but I think the other thing with him. You said he's got to take less money. I think you also kind of got to take.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm saying this. Less of a usage rate.
You're not the number one guy.
It's gonna sound crazy. You're not the number one guy, and I know he can't ever come off the bench, but like. I don't know. You can't ever not start him. I get what get what I'm saying, but like he's not the best player on like a lot of teams, which I know is crazy to say. He's still unbelievable. He's still super effective.
I always thought
like you get what you know what I mean? Yeah. Like
absolutely.
His usage rate can't. It's way better if he like kind of fit in on a team and you take.
Like, here's how I actually.
And when you really need him, he dials it up.
Watching it last night, I kind of viewed it that way. I was like, what if he just like stopped handling the ball and just became more of like a post-up power forward? Like, he's still so physical. He outmuscles these guys still, despite them being 15 years younger than him. Maybe that's the way to do it, even though I guess you ideally want to be less physical as you get older. But he's still such a great athlete that he can still body these guys. It's crazy. But, yeah.
These super great players, like the elite, the generational guys, have a hard time taking that backseat.
I agree. No, it's
every sport.
But also the thing I'm saying, like, what are you, an asshole? He's going to come off the bench. I get that, but
that might be the best use for him. Imagine if you know six guy, like 6 man.
How did it go with Jordan?
I'm not wrong in my intentions.
How did it go with him?
What was the role he played?
He was starting.
That's because
he was averaging 20 a game.
The team was terrible.
He was terrible.
Right.
I mean, the joke was like Gilbert Arenas, like he was out there with like a cigar and yak. sipping yak and being like, oh, like Jordan's out, like, oh, buy tickets to the game, watch Jordan go run around and just like shoot.
Jordan did himself no favors. He drafted Kwame Brown, so like it wasn't like it was. But no, those teams were horrible.
That is one thing. It just seems like Jordan just gets no fucking like criticism of how bad he ran that franchise.
Well, two of them.
Like, every day I feel like we should be
I
like,
think he does.
I know, but it's just until you get reminded of it. You know what I'm saying? There was never like.
It's funny though. You see him out of this picture now, and they've built something.
Yeah,
yes.
Crazy.
Yeah.
They've won like 2 races in a row, right? The NASCAR.
Is he completely out of that?
I thought you were saying the other thing. Like,
No, I'm talking about Hornets.
I know both things are true.
The Hornets are like,
and Jordan
have a
left.
future. They're competent. It's like, well,
Is he completely out of the Hornets? He's got nothing to do with it.
I don't think so. Yeah.
But Jordan's built a winner with NASCAR.
Right.
It's funny.
That kid went back to back. Reddick.
What?
Reddick went back to back NASCAR.
He did.
That's got to be like impossible.
We'll touch on college basketball real quick. It wasn't a heavy night, but me and Ev were talking right before the show. BYU was how big of a favorite in that game?
13.5.
13.
It was going up. The number was going up as the day went on.
They were down 15 points immediately, and it just only got worse. Like usually you see like a team with, when you have the talent of DeBansa and Wright, and I know they're missing Richie Saunders.
But it was out west.
They were at home and big fit. You expect them to fight, and maybe at halftime it's a 5-point game, which earlier in the night, since he came out to a big lead against Texas Tech, and you see them, they actually go into half with the
Alabama actually needed. I was rooting against Texas Tech there. Texas Tech fall. You're trying to make way into the 3 range.
No,
it's better if Texas Tech falls.
They're a good team even without Top, and they fight back. BYU just got worse. It was some of the worst defense I've ever seen in my life. And great shot making, too. Like, credit to UCF. They did not miss. They were 10 for 15 from 3 to start the game. You know how ridiculous that sounds? Ev was on UCF. Chuck had him in a fucking parlay. He had their money line.
The last leg was the money. It was plus 600 money line. Plumber, a plus 600 money line. They were up 35 at one point. Plus 600 on the money line. They were never. It's crazy because they only won by 13. That was probably the smallest lead they had for like 5 minutes in the game.
It was.
They were up 20 instantly and never looked back ever.
Truly some of the worst defensive spacing they'll ever see. They forgot about a guy wide open from 3 every possession.
See, I was gonna go the other way with them. I was trying to say that if they're a 6 or a 7 seed, like they're a nightmare in the second round.
Who, BYU?
For that, like this was obviously before last night.
Oh.
I mean, if you're a 3, take Saunders away. Saunders is still gone. Wright can go for a lot of points. He's a viable point guard. DeBance's an animal. There's also star power in the NCAA tournament. He takes him to. All he kind of has to do now is get him to a Sweet 16, and it's like, okay, DeBanca took. You get a lot of credit for that, taking them just to the Sweet 16, given that a guy's out. Whatever, and how their seed is. I thought they'd be a nightmare, like 6 or 7 in the second round for somebody. Now, you think they might have quit. You think they might have checked out.
But you wonder. They just beat Iowa State, though. It's the duality of the Big 12.
I know. I don't know what this.
You see at Cincinnati where they do what they did at Kansas and they lose. You see Kansas get smacked by them, then they beat Houston. Then you think of BYU beat Iowa State and then get smashed by UCF. Who UCF is a good team. They're going to be a tournament team.
Yeah.
But still just get like a terrorist like that at home.
I'm saying
off beating.
I was saying that off of Iowa State. I was still saying as long as they have pulse and they're not like, oh, Sanders is gone, like poor us, hang your heads. They go and they beat Iowa State, but then they roll out this. I just think they're a Jekyll and Hyde team. I still think they'll be a difficult.
They've been bad defensively pretty much all year.
Yeah. Granted, but I still think they'll be a very difficult, because when they got it going, I think they'll be a very difficult second round team that you don't want to see. With that said, a mid-major could go get them too because they just don't play any defense. I'd be like, oh, Miami of Ohio? Yeah, we don't respect. Or, I'm using them. Everybody knows about them. But like Belmont? Yeah, we don't respect you. We don't respect. And Casey Alexander is just running shit off their fucking heads and getting wide open threes.
I see them having a very weird line round 1. Maybe sneaking by and then losing round 2.
Yeah.
That team isn't making it to the second week.
But also, if they're going to be like a 7, like a 10 seed, it's not even that much of a difference.
No.
I could see them maybe even being, like a pick 'em against like a 10.
Maybe even a dog.
Yeah, maybe, depending on
a really good 10.
The right dog. Yeah, the right 10.
DeBance is great, and, he can't take much flack for this because he is. There was some weird body language of that team. Like, Rob Wright just stands in the corner and almost, pouts. Like, he got a little more engaged in the second half, but, The coach looked bewildered too. I don't know his name, but
Kevin Young, I want to say.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Listen, just a really, really weird game, especially coming off that Iowa State. The crowd was going nuts. They wanted to get into the game, and they just would not let them. Credit to UCF. That's a team to fucking. Where are they supposed to be seated?
8-9, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think something like that.
Terrifying team. That team.
And Dawkins took Duke to the brink.
They shoot the lights out.
There's a lot of people. I like Dawkins. Obviously, I went down there and saw the place, and like he's just a gentleman of a nice guy, like legend. But there are a lot of people who are not happy that he got extended survived last year and then did well this year, because a ton of people had their eyes on that job. Ton of people.
Nice place to live.
They thought, Orlando, big conference,
12,
a lot of money. There's a lot of investors down there. Like,
yeah, for sure.
They didn't love. They don't love that Dawkins is doing well, because it buys them more time now.
Right.
It's like,
how old is he?
He's old. I would imagine if Johnny Dawkins. So I think he was 22 in '86, which puts him at what, 40 plus. 86 is
60. In his 60s.
I'm going to say 62.
Yeah, I'm 40.
No, 40 plus the number.
He's in his 60s.
I'm going to say 62.
He's 62.
I mean, come on, guys.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Incredible. St. Louis lost last night. BYU lost last night.
Dayton. That was nice.
Is UCF going to be ranked?
Yeah, they could be.
Close.
Were they getting votes before this?
Could be. I don't know who's like right around there, but St. Louis is in trouble.
They're leaking oil.
Depends what they do I'm sure they got a game on Saturday.
UCF entered this week with 3 ranking votes, so likely not.
Good night for Duke.
Do they play on Saturday?
They have
a game?
Shit.
My bad. I thought you were looking at their schedule.
No, I was looking at the ranking votes. BYU, UCF.
At the bottom.
Yeah, I got it. UCF plays Baylor, who hung with
Arizona a scare yesterday.
Hung with barely covered.
Yeah,
that was almost a horrible bad beat, because they were covering.
They were winning like decently deep.
I thought they were going to win the game, but Zona again, just another check for them. Like that, those supporting characters for them. When they get Koa Pete back, assuming they do, just a really fucking good.
Is Dayton going to make the tournament?
No, they'd have to win the A10 tournament.
Okay.
Yeah. They have played better of late.
A lot better. They definitely looked a lot better.
But yeah,
they played great last. I mean, they were up like 30-10. They were up, just jumped on them.
Ahead of UCF entering this week with votes was Wisconsin, St. Mary's, Villanova, Miami, Utah State, NC State, SMU, Iowa.
Oh, okay.
Miami had a good win last night. I thought they were going to get tripped up by FSU.
I was on Miami. Miami's been probably maybe the surprise of the season.
Yeah.
People thought they were going to be one of the worst teams.
Oh, they were out. It was over.
I think 21 and 5.
College basketball is better when Miami is competent.
They're fun. Also, it's funny because
I always think of those Larinaga teams.
They played a fun style. That team, I really love that. That obviously they made the Final Four, but Colton Wong and all these guys, they were a fun team.
It's more fun when they've
the center was fun.
They've never been a power in the
No.
They're annoying.
I think it's a lot of fun.
Really good annoying team.
I think it's fun when they're in the 12 to 25 to 30 range. You know what I'm talking about?
That's right where
they really got it going, and they go out of this world, and they're like a 3, and you're like, could you talk yourself into Miami winning a national championship?
No. I get what you're saying.
I think they're a fun, spunky little team like that.
No, they're not going to win a national title, but
Kansas State was like that for a while too. Kansas State's played some of the most entertaining Sweet 16, pound for pound. I think I wrote this blog, pound for pound. So Duke has played a million Sweet 16 games. So yes, have they played memorable, fantastic games? Yes. But in the totality of it, you also get some of their blowouts and boring games. So what are they great at? They got a lot of A's, they got a lot of F's, they go to a C. Kansas State has played, to my memory, let's say 6 or 4 Sweet 16 games. They were all knockouts. They have an approval rating of A+. You know what I mean? It also feels like Xavier has played some of the most entertaining. Now, I know Kansas State and Xavier played that one, but I'm off on a tangent. But those Sweet 16, it's fun when teams can be fun tournament teams. The all-time fun tournament team. And Miami seems Miami also lost at the buzzer to fucking Loyola that year in an all-time first-round game.
I was in Vegas for that game.
Loyola hit that one in the first round. That buzzer beater. I had Loyola that day.
Loser.
It was good. But
it's funny to say Kansas State and Miami that were, because that was just all the teams Nigel Pack's been on.
Yeah.
Because he was big at Oklahoma. When I realized starting this year that he was in Oklahoma, he just never. I was like, this guy's unbelievable. He played unbelievable last night.
He's a knockdown 3-point shooter. Pack.
He shoots the ball so high in the air.
Yeah.
Just the arc he puts on it is crazy. Yeah. That's Oklahoma was my favorite play last night.
I had Oklahoma too.
It was awesome.
One last thing with college basketball: Miami, Ohio was 28-0.
So I'm holding. I'll get you the exact odds.
Their last few conference games are like not even the best teams in them.
One road game against Ohio, I think.
Some of them are bad. Like I think 3 of the 4.
It's moving. It's moving down and down and down.
I hit it half a point on a missed free throw with 11 seconds left last night. They're inevitable.
February 9th at 10:19:40 a.m. Thank you to DraftKings. Will Miami of Ohio finish the regular season undefeated? Plus 380.
You took it?
Yeah, I'm holding it.
Wait, when did you take that?
February 9th.
Okay.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so that was about 4 games. They've won 4 games since.
Yeah, I think it's down to like plus 130 now.
Let's say they walk into the tournament undefeated. Okay, where are they ranked?
They're gonna be an 11. I think 10's their. Oh no, I'm sorry. No. I apologize. They're in the 8-9 range, I think. Flirting with 8-9.
If they run the table and win the MAC, just everything.
I don't know. Actually, I've seen them on
4 seed.
A what?
You think they're higher in the tournament? Wait, say it again.
You're going to be an 8 or a 9 highest.
Okay. I was just going off of they're ranked right now.
Oh, yeah. No,
in theory, if you spread that out,
but still be.
I just don't think they'll get
rankings and
higher.
seeds have nothing to do with because seeds are off. Rankings
the highest they can be is an 8.
Yeah,
kind of agree.
Seems so low. I mean, they're undefeated. I know their schedule. I understand.
It doesn't. You got to remember when you put the resumes out on the table, it's not a great resume.
No. It's no.
There's a lot of reasons. Like Marty will say they stink. Nobody wants to play them also. So I factor that also. Like steal like
threes.
A bunch of pussies that they don't want to play. They score in the high 90s. They're going to be if they get BYU. Also,
that would be
a sick first game.
That would be an amazing first game.
8-9.
St. Louis is moving their way down, so I don't think this is going to happen. But there was a world where bracketology kept floating around. St. Louis is a 6, Miami of Ohio is an 11 in the first round. The committee loves to fucking do that. Like, as much as they, they love the moments and they'll put guys on the features and shit like that and put them in one shining moment and make sure they get the commercialism out of it. But they also love to put 2 mid-majors in the first round because we want the big boys at the end. You know what I mean? Like they love to stick. This way there's no way Miami of Ohio and St. Louis are both playing in the same.
Yeah.
They love to do that.
You guys like that one shining moment?
No. It does nothing for me.
It's many shining moments. It's not one. It's a whole bunch of shining moments.
It's a bunch of one shining moments.
It does nothing for me.
It's one of the greatest.
People wait around after I don't do that.
It's one of the greatest traditions.
I always watch it.
I'll watch it on Twitter afterwards.
It's one of the greatest traditions in sports.
Well, it's also great because the tournament's so long and so much happens.
You kind of
forget. By the end, you forget shit that happens in the beginning. You're like, oh my god, that play.
I don't mind it. I just wish it had a different name. I don't like the name.
I don't mind it, but it's not. I would never.
I watch it.
I mean, it's the name of the song.
After the final.
Yeah.
After the final's over, you stay on CBS for
I watch it. Yeah.
See, I just watch it on my phone.
So when you go to bed, you don't go to bed.
That's what I'm asking. I'm asking if people truly stay on the telecast.
No, I usually don't. I'm sure there's some years that happen. Even then, I'm watching on my phone later that night, though.
In this day and age, there has been, in the past couple of years, or you're traveling from we do the stream, it ends to the hotel room, and you hope it's still on, and then just kind of catch. But Hubs, I don't go to bed without. There's never been a Tuesday I wake up and watch it Tuesday morning.
That's fair.
That's a fact.
That's fair.
That's just a fact. I also think it's an awesome way to captivate. Plus, the championship team, in the Super Bowl, they get their but you're getting a vignette of the hits. They get to watch that on the screen. Mm-hmm. They play it in the arena. And while you have the net around your neck, it's fucking awesome.
I think it's fun. Like baseball, you could have stuff in the first round. I think every sport should do something like that. It's nice to have that, because like Ev said, you kind of forget some of the big moments.
I mean, it's a month long. It takes
it is a long time,
and it's crazy. Obviously, you go into it. We talk about there's 8 teams that go in it, or whatever your opinion is on it. But it's cool. You start with 68, and then it just obviously it just ends with the team just sitting there what a long crazy thing that everyone went through to get to the final. You got to win 6 games, a lot of games.
Yeah. And to your point, some of those guys, if he hits a buzzer beater in the first round, that is that guy's one shining moment. A lot of these teams have ceilings. They can't win it all. So
I wish it was shining moments. It's fine.
Yeah.
Right. Like I've said, it's the name of the song. It's fine.
It's awesome.
It's fine. I do like it.
We had a couple bad years with Jordan Hudson, but I'm glad Stevie's back. Or I'm sorry, Luther Vandross.
They did just actually put out the song that we're going to be hearing nonstop during March Madness. It's
Yeah, Reegs had a great tweet. He was like, "What's it called? Give It Away." That's a bad title. I like Zach Brown Band, right?
Zach Brown Band.
I like them, but
it's not Red Hot Chili Peppers.
No.
Give It Away was their song.
Give It Away by Zach Brown Band.
It's a cool, catchy
Last year
song.
was Abracadabra by Lady Gaga.
Oh, Abracadabra, Steve Miller Band.
Listen,
They just like
songs.
Give It Away
just
is
like remaking old songs.
You know what I mean? It's not.
Also, just titles. Music's going around for a long time. You can just name that.
Yeah, you run out of
songs that are just
name
like.
of
Is it the same song they remake?
No way.
Okay.
No, I'd imagine
Like, imagine if this was 2 years ago. That Virginia kid who just threw that long pass when Furman hit the buzzer beater.
Yeah.
Give It Away. That kid's listening to Give It Away.
I found myself last night watching a YouTube video of like 30 buzzer beaters, and that was on there. And we were watching in the cave. I remember that like. Everyone gasped when he is it Kihei Clark, I believe it was, who just chucks it in the backcourt?
I remember we were at the sports book in Columbus, and that was like I couldn't even believe it. I had Furman, they covered, that was huge.
Yeah, I was on the DNP coach's decision that year.
Oh yeah.
You got
a lot happened at that trip.
What?
Well, first off, I want to talk Pardon My Cheesesteak for you.
Pardon My Cheesesteak.
Yes.
And then I did want to talk.
I am getting hungry.
You should pull up that NFL tweet you tweeted.
Yes, I want to talk about NFL too. If you're watching the game, working late, or just too lazy to cook on a given night, there's only one call to make. Also, if you need lunch, Pardon My Cheesesteak. We're talking thinly sliced steak, melted provolone, mouth-watering cheese sauce, all loaded up on a perfectly toasted hoagie roll. This is a legit heavy hitter cheesesteak, and if you want to do it right, grab the Big Cat combo. That's cheesesteak, fries, and a drink. That's a complete meal. Guys, you're wondering what to get for lunch? I just told you. Go get Pardon My Cheesesteak. It's available nationwide and delivery is easy. Game day, covered. Late night, covered. Your lunch, today, covered. So stop overthinking dinner. This is what you want to do. You want to order Pardon My Cheesesteak right now, but use that promo code AWL. AWL. And that gives you free delivery. So if you're like, what do I do? I'm in the office. What do I do for lunch? Go to pardonmycheesesteak.com, order it, but make sure you use promo code AWL because then it's delivered to your office. Boom. Free delivery. Boom. So order it on in-store, online, or through the Penn Station app for delivery. Pardon My Cheesesteak. Go get a cheesesteak for lunch.
Real quick, Phil.
Meek Phil
sent us. There's increasing buzz that LeBron James could retire and pivot into ownership as the face of the Vegas franchise expansion team. Which Rich Paul potentially with Rich Paul potentially selling Clutch Sports to help finance the bid.
I think I would then become the biggest Seattle fan, right? Because there would be two teams. You don't just expand with one; you expand with two. Vegas and Seattle.
I think it's a horrible idea to add teams to the NBA. You already have enough teams quitting. You're going to add teams. They should be moving teams, in my opinion.
You know who was on the sidelines?
Getting rid of teams.
You know who was on the sidelines Saturday?
Yeah, there was talk of that in baseball in 2002.
We
almost got rid of the Twins.
Mac McClung's back on the sidelines for the Bulls.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was watching the Knicks game Sunday night. He's back on the sidelines for the Bulls.
What did it have to do with the expansion team?
That guy's you talk about. There's already that he's on a roster.
There's
already too many.
He would get maybe
there are too many teams. I don't know why, but Silver doesn't know how to run anything.
It also is quick money too, because like each team pays an expansion. So basically $2 billion to the owners.
Yep.
That's why expansion usually happens.
LeBron will be associated with that Vegas team.
Yes.
When he's all said and done.
Correct.
I can't imagine this is it for him though. He's gonna have
I don't think so either, because it would take a while for the expansion team to happen. Like it wouldn't just happen overnight. Like
true.
It takes.
But also, it's not just that. He's getting a farewell tour.
Yes.
That 100%.
It's all great that he can say this, and the rumors are out there. He doesn't. He could just step away. LeBron's getting a farewell tour.
Absolutely.
He watched
weren't the reports out there? They're trying to sell the rights to it or something.
That would make
$80 million.
That is so LeBron, right?
See,
There's no way LeBron just walks.
Because he grew up idolizing Jordan. He watched Jordan's farewell All-Star game. I know, whatever, but like and then Jordan ended up coming back. Whatever it is, but he's fucking.
No, Jordan had a farewell. Like the Wizards,
the Mariah Carey one, right? It was 03?
Yeah, it was right around. Yeah, it was 03.
He knows what he's going to do. Like he wants it. He can't be left out. He's getting the farewell tour.
But that going back to the point with the Lakers thing, in my opinion, I don't think you can do that on a winning team, on a serious title contender.
Kareem did it.
I'm open to disagreement. I personally just don't believe that's a recipe for like a title team.
Kareem did it.
Is getting
They didn't win that year though. They went to the second round.
It helps when he's still good. He's like, it's tough if you're bad on a good team and doing the retirement tour. He's still good.
What is your take?
I just don't know if it depends what the farewell tour truly consists of. I just feel like
it's
such a thing every single fucking game.
If somebody's giving,
I don't know.
gifts.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Wouldn't it just be gifts?
That's what it would be before the game. You get a gift.
Like, I don't know.
What about if it's your worst year with on base percentage, you don't drop yourself in the order.
You're actually
creating distractions.
Well, Rico, you're actually making my point because the Yankees weren't good. I'll pull back the wall. Yankees weren't good while Jeter did that. I'm not saying that's the reason.
Yeah, I guess Miguel Cabrera with the Tigers recently, they weren't good either.
But they were. I actually think you're making your own point.
The Kobe Lakers were bad, but they were just a bad team. They were young and bad, but a lot of that was because they kept investing in Kobe when he was declined.
David Ortiz, that team went to the playoffs.
But Ev, you're kind of making your own point because the Yankees were good enough to be in the conversation, and it was like the Jeter thing was kind of the cloud, it's hanging over.
But that would kind of be my point.
Yeah, I don't think you went into it doing that, but yes, I think they were good enough to.
It was part. To be honest, it was part of it. Like there's a few examples.
I think it became a distraction.
I think. Listen, I'm not saying it can't be, and I just feel like that's not the best. Like, it just feels like the focus isn't on the main thing.
Yeah,
if you're doing a look at me tour for your not best player,
I think
he's LeBron. I get it, but I'm saying like he's not going to be your best player if you're a championship.
I think it just helps when he's still pretty good.
Sure.
Like
but most guys are like
impacting wins.
Like he's better than, for example, like Jeter was in his like last year. Obviously, but I don't know. I just feel like it's not a great recipe for like team success long term.
The other thing, real quick with NBA, it seems to be coming out that the Clippers affirmation, was that it was the scandal?
Oh, aspiration.
Aspiration.
Oh, I forgot about this.
That's going to be Kawhi centered. And like the Clippers won't be actually penalized.
What?
That makes no sense.
That's like the
that is Adam Silver 101. I mean, this guy defend the owners, and if they make him the scapegoat for this, that's wrong.
So that would mean voiding Kawhi's deal, and then he would be a free agent next year, which would be pretty fucking.
That's not.
The rumor is he wants to stay on the West Coast.
I'm not going to flip out until I see the punishment. I'm not going to.
Imagine he just joins the Lakers.
Well, I saw the West Coast thing that he wanted to stay out.
Did he the elevator pitch again? What did they do? He fucking was building trees or something.
He wasn't.
He was getting paid basically under the table $20 million.
The ownership was tied into it as well.
Yeah, a no show like
basically a no show job.
And the owners are getting away scapegoat free.
I don't know. I hope not.
Scot-free, I should say.
Would be sent. Maybe they would also get something, but the main punishment seems to be Kawhi.
Which is wild.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. You can't. That's not how the. All right, whatever. I'm not gonna get upset.
Like if that was proposed, I also think you know who like proposed.
Sorry, here's the actual.
Exactly.
Instead of me paraphrasing.
Who was the brainchild?
Who was the first one that was like, hey, like, and we don't know. My intuition would tell me that would be a team thing, but I don't.
It's also the team has to be the adult in the room.
Yes.
More than the like.
Yes.
Yeah. So here's the official thing, rather than me paraphrasing, from Tim Kawakami. Any punishment from the aspiration scandal is expected to center on Kawhi Leonard's contract, with insiders believing the Clippers will avoid major discipline. A lot of rumors of the Clippers thing about to come down. I heard it's going to be Kawhi-centric.
That seems.
That makes
if that is the way it goes, that is such an indictment on Silver.
It's also a crazy storyline because Kawhi's playing some of the best basketball he's played in years, and for him to just land on the open market, like I don't think
it might not even be a punishment.
It would actually,
a new contract.
In my mind, it would actually bail out
coming off his two best years in the last like 5 years.
Yeah, and
you get to pick your landing spot.
It would also
really good years.
It would also bail out the Clippers because then he's owed $50 million, I think, next year.
It's like a win for everybody.
Trying to kind of reset a little, go younger. It kind of gives them like a reprieve off that. Now, who knows? And maybe they're messing with the salary cap or something. I don't know.
That's where they should burn them.
They should, but I don't know if they're allowed to do that.
Think back to what happened to the Timberwolves with the Joe Smith stuff, and when
Smith was voided too, though, right?
No, well, they end up renegotiating, but they lost 3 first-round picks.
Right, they got dinged, but I think
they got smashed in the face.
Right, but I think Smith's contract was also.
But he's still stuck with the Timberwolves, though.
Okay,
they had to renegotiate it.
Now, does Kawhi get? What do you expect? Kawhi's not getting 50 next year, right? I know he's playing well, but like
he's playing like.
You think he might get more?
Right
oh, the caps. If the teams have the cap space, then he'll get more.
I mean, think about what like Jimmy Butler.
It'd be a short-term deal.
Warriors, he'd get more than that.
Yeah,
he's bet.
I guess I get what you're saying, but I mean, there's baggage. Like he's going through whatever.
His last 2 years, he's been healthy and he's been fucking exceptional.
He's in the court. It's lights out.
And he's been on the court for 2 years. Like he's shown an ability to stay healthy for a relatively long period of time.
You don't like to say collusion with the fucking owners, but like I do wonder. He did have the off the court thing. Like, yeah, you did play good basketball, but like you put yourself in this thing.
But that's not. I don't think that's not cutting into his contract.
I know.
I don't think.
No, I don't think so either.
They're not gonna care about that as long as you're here.
I'll just float at this. If the owners had like you can't collude, obviously, but like if the owners had a brain and they set the market all themselves, like whatever, it's hard to explain. Nobody's ever going to work together. But if they were like basically, hey, we're not paying you more than 35, like that's a hell of a fucking
collusion. That goes to the CBA.
I know.
So a team that really is serious about winning a championship, they're going to say, "Fuck you."
Yes.
If I think Kawhi can get me over the hump, I'm going to pay him 50 or whatever it takes.
You get my point. If he's out on the open market and everybody like don't work together and collude, but if everybody quietly like is like, yeah, we're offering you 30. This one's offering 35, like, and then wherever he wants to go. But like, you could also look at it as like, hey, one of us is gonna get him, but we could all get a discount. So you know what I mean?
Like, you're literally describing.
He's doing a Jim Irsay.
Yeah.
After the Browns gave Deshaun Watson,
you're literally setting the CBA on fire.
Stood up and was like, "Hey, this given quarterbacks fully guaranteed contracts. What if we just didn't do that?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
What if we all just didn't do that?"
I have a trivia question. Where this year's points per game for Kawhi, where does that rank in his career?
I bet it's up there.
I'd say
there's not a lot of options on that team either.
I'd say second or third. It might be higher.
No idea.
I feel like you're saying it.
That's by the way you're framing the question.
It's got to be one or two.
Number one.
Wow.
What's he average, like 27, 28?
28 a game.
Could he be the reinventing of Golden State?
What if he goes to Spurs?
That's another thought. Yeah. Oh my God.
Spurs.
Back to the Spurs.
Now, granted, I think it didn't
Pop,
end well,
Pop.
but Pop was like an issue, right? I think him and Pop had disagreements, so Pop's off out of the picture now. So, yeah, imagine the Spurs have cap, right?
Imagine they essentially like next year just swapping out like him, like Barnes for Kawhi.
Yeah, Keldon Johnson.
Yeah, Keldon for Kawhi. Oh my God.
That would be.
What a nasty team.
That would be like.
They were
sending Castle, literally Castle the Kawhi like prototype.
Now that would be a move.
Do they have anybody's
prodigy?
That's a move that forces the Thunder to be like, all right, we're gonna trade our picks now.
Do they have anybody? Do they have anybody's pick this year? The Spurs have anybody else's pick this year?
They have picks down the road.
Yeah,
they have assets.
Yeah, they're in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, Kawhi's the guy. I think you go get Kawhi.
Before we end the show, I did want to call you guys idiots. I don't know if you guys like Jordan Schultz, the NFL insider, but he said Malik Willis,
son of the Starbucks owner,
Malik Willis will get at least $30 million.
For the record,
I agreed with you.
I didn't
fight it.
I didn't take a line in the sand.
Marty, I sat there and was like, I could see it.
I said, let's go to I went to Che and said, where do you think? I was like, oh, that's interesting. I just kind of investigated.
I got laughed at. I think we go back and find that one. I got laughed at.
I actually think I might have agreed with you.
Me and Mush.
It was him and Mush. Yeah, it was him, Marty.
I might have agreed with you.
Find out what.
That's also.
You guys were saying $15 million. Just so stupid.
That's also not the contract. He hasn't signed anything yet. So until he signs it,
yeah, he'll get more than 25. He'll get more than the 15 you guys threw out.
I remember my reply was he'd get at least what Fields got, if not more, which is 20 a year.
20.
But I'm saying I think he'll get at least that, if not more.
I said he'll get. I bet 25. I said 30 in the show. But you morons are saying 15. I mean, it's just it's so dumb.
I think I was more on your side based on the market.
Also played unbelievably well in a small sample size.
3 games.
But that's enough. Like
in a great system.
But still, you're the one who talks about how the Packers don't have a lot of talent around them and the receivers aren't good. And
well, no, our problem is we fucking fall apart in the playoffs. But like we are a good regular season team.
But I'm saying he played so well. We watched
a good system.
We watched Matt Flynn off one game get it. Like Malik Willis,
and that was a giant mistake.
But I'm saying
it still happened.
It happened though. The money was.
Oh no, you're both. Yeah, you're both saying the right
thing. Got $20 million. He was terrible.
Of course,
giant mistake.
Packers didn't have a bad end. Who'd they lose to this year to end the playoffs?
Fuck you,
Bears. Oh, that's pretty bad. Yeah.
Massively.
Speaking of NFL contracts, real quick, Brandon Aubrey wants $10 million a year. The Cowboys want to give him a little bit more than Harrison Butker, who makes 6.4.
I was going to ask who's the highest paid kicker.
Yeah, so they want to make him the highest paid kicker.
10's too much, probably.
Yeah, so what? They're going to come to 8, middle ground somewhere there.
He missed some kicks this year. He's a little less leverage than he probably would have had.
Yeah, but he's still so much. No,
he's
better.
Awesome, but I'm saying you can't say like you're the best kicker, but you're not like.
Yeah, at least those kicks didn't doom them, like in terms of like their playoff. Like
they just weren't good enough for any kick.
That's what I'm saying. So like, if those kicks fuck them out of a playoff spot, that hurts you. But like, people forget about it for the most part.
Definitely.
I'm glad you brought that up. Aubrey's the Cowboys kicker, correct? Yep. You know who should be in on the Cowboys? The Cowboys should be in on Tyreek Hill.
Well, they're trying to bring back Pickens.
I know.
Why the fuck would they be in on? I thought you were trolling.
No, I'm not.
They're gonna have like $70 million invested in 2 receivers per year.
Well, what's Hill expected to make after that injury?
Not a lot.
Right. So
I didn't know
that might be like the move.
All right. I didn't know.
But I feel like they have so much. But I still think it's going to be.
My point is the defense is that bad. Try to make, and you're right, I didn't know the contract, so I'll regress a little bit.
They just
back,
gave Lamb 140. Pickens, they're going to tag, which is going to be like 30
My
plus.
point is, have Lamb, have Pickens. Try to make the offense as good as fucking possible. Because Dak's still that good.
But
like if they can, I know
how you win.
All right, yeah, you're right. You're probably right.
There's the Super Bowl, like go
there's holes in this plot. There's holes in this plot. I'm just saying, like
is there a team of recent memory that just like had a horrible defense?
In fact, if anything, this year the NFL is all. Think about the playoffs is all teams look good.
You're right, 100%.
Like, that's just not.
All right.
Just playing Texas,
There's holes in this plot.
Texas Tech football.
There's holes in this plot. But
you're making like a Madden team.
Yes, I'm just saying. Like
it's like Tyreek Hill is your receiver 3. Wow.
Think outside the box.
There's an ESPN article by Seth Walder today, and he had 4 new landing spots for quarterbacks. He had Kyler Murray on the Browns.
That has no chance of happening.
They have to trade. That would just be taking on another horrible contract.
The Browns
don't.
Well,
would be so.
I don't think
if one team's gonna fucking do it.
But for them,
they're trying to bring back Watson. They're trying to get what they have out of Watson.
It's crazy.
I don't think too is because the cap space with Watson's contract, they're in jail.
They have no way of
saying. How could they take on another?
I don't even know how it would work.
They have Malik Willis on the Dolphins. That seems to make sense.
Well, I mean, it's the Packers regime.
Hafley came over there with some coaches, so yeah.
GM.
And the assistant GM.
Little reunion here. Kirk Cousins on the Vikings.
Makes sense. They're trying to bring in a vet to push.
I think that makes a lot of sense. And the last one is Spencer Rattler on the Jets, which also I think makes sense.
Does he want to lose every game?
Well, kind of.
He's awful.
Right. So you're not making a huge investment.
He's not a friend.
He's also a man without a home because of Shuck. So like, I think it makes sense.
It's funny because when I watched
Jets are not playing to win.
I think he was like awful, but he's not good enough to like invest in serious.
Rattler in that article.
Seriously,
he's nowhere near the like.
I would agree.
Who else do you put on the Jets? Who's the Jets quarterback then? He's basically assigning a quarterback for every team.
No quarterback. You guys just go with nothing. Yeah.
That's what I mean. So like Rattler kind of is the perfect.
Your coach said he's his gifted play call yesterday.
Yeah, he's gifted.
It's a
superpower.
Gifted, all right.
Superpower.
It's a gift you wish you could return. No, he sucks.
Who's your quarterback next year? Probably
someone like Spencer Rattler.
Ty Simpson. It'll be awful.
No, that's the problem. That's what we don't want to do. We do not want to draft. If they draft a quarterback with that 16th pick, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
Take him second.
No, we're taking the Ohio State guy second, I think.
No, take Ty Simpson second.
Reese.
There's a bunch. It's Ohio State guys. It's going to be another year where I watch like 4 guys go in the top 10. I would be like, how do we not win?
I keep saying, what, Arvell Reese?
Yeah, he's.
Everything I see is him number 2.
It's because the Giants are the same. Like Reese is going to go up there, Downs is going to go high, Sonny Styles people love. He's going to go really high. Those 3 are going to go in the top 10. I think pretty easily. Caden McDonald's going to go in the first round at D tackle. He's incredible. I think he should go higher. He's unbelievable. He was the unsung hero of the defense the last like 2 years.
How did you guys not even get to the championship?
Well, I mean, also granted, we lost 2 games to the 2 teams that played in the championship game.
Yeah,
in very close games.
Sure.
So I mean, that's how it went. But
sure, I actually still think you. I remember.
Should have been Indiana.
I thought you were going to beat Miami in the game, like in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, we had the ball down 1 score, and we just couldn't get it done.
Championship is so late next year.
Yeah, it's even more late.
Yeah. Everything's late next year. So Super Bowl a week late.
The Bulls on Valentine's.
Yeah, what is that?
Because Labor Day is late.
Jordan Love's going to be in the Super Bowl on Valentine's Day. It's going to be perfect.
What a story that would be.
It's going to be perfect.
Yeah, because Labor Day is like the last possible day it could be.
Labor Day is the last possible day.
So because that everything's late.
Let's close out the show with tonight's big basketball game.
Got a few, but yeah, one really big one.
St. John's, UConn.
I drove through Jersey.
Yep.
Oh.
The Huskies.
Gotta do it.
I gotta be honest. I've been the St. John's guy on the show. I think it's a good spot for UConn tonight.
I do too.
I think they just at home, like they've lost 3 and they got swept by him last year.
The fans are on their up against the wall with Hurley coming after them.
This is a like if you're ever gonna see a rally, I think
this is also UConn. I mean, UConn loses. It's St. John's the 1.
Definitely,
which doesn't matter. The 2 of them are gonna fucking. But St. John's would have won the Big East back to back. Which
what's the spread in that game?
It's like
5.5.
6.
UConn.
UConn minus 6 in UConn. Yeah,
I got 5.5.
Okay.
I would lean UConn.
Yeah, I think UConn's the play. Tonight, I think it's the play.
I lean UConn. And if St. John's wins this game, then you have to.
To me, if I'm not a UConn guy. Like I don't think UConn can win it all. I think if they lose tonight, they're officially, like in my opinion, they're like frauds.
Yeah.
Like you can't
lose
at home.
Everything. I'll say this. Yeah.
Beating Nova. It was Nova, right, on Saturday? Who they just beat?
Nova.
No, it was like Creighton or somebody shitty.
Was it Creighton?
Who?
UConn. Who they just beat?
I think it was Nova.
They beat
Was it
Nova.
Nova? Okay, no, it was before that.
That was Nova's playing
good.
basketball.
Nova's good. Nova's good.
I thought to win handily like they did. I think
that's right. They were like a 2.5-point favorite.
That's what's weird about UConn. Remember a couple weeks ago? I think I was texting you guys, or I definitely tweeted it. It was like best bet of the day. I just woke up. UConn smashed Creighton.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. There was that.
This was a tough. That's a tough place to play. Villanova. I thought that was like, okay, if they can win the night, you piggyback off that. You're back on the right track. You lose tonight, though.
UConn looked like they were putting it back together, but
that's when I say frauds. I mean like of being like a title.
Well, no, I'll say this: everything I've said about St. John's, and UConn's played a way tougher non-conference schedule and has legitimate wins, but a lot of those wins are early in the year. Everything I've said about St. John's being fraudulent and how bad this conference is, you kind of got to turn the page to UConn to say that. If they can't win the conference, it's been a while since they had like big time marquee wins, and they're trending downward as we get towards the tournament. So I would say that they got fat off of a weak conference.
We got to have mud on tomorrow, win or lose.
Yeah.
To recap it, yeah.
I'm not here either, so you need an extra voice.
We'll have mud on.
Dude, we need that mud voice. Sweet mud voice.
The game of the night.
A dark background.
Scary. Dungeon.
I think if UConn loses, like he goes lights off.
Oh no! But then we won't see mud.
I think we represent. I think it would represent the situation going on.
Also, massive fucking like flat spot for Bama potentially.
Big favorite though.
I think they roll. I
hope so.
I think they roll.
I hope so. I wanted that to be LSU. I will say this. See the SEC standings?
No.
I'm sure you guys are in a good spot now.
Second.
Because a few teams have fallen recently.
And I'll say this. I think Florida's really good. Obviously, everyone's going to fucking, I took a chance the same way you say UConn can't win the title. You can't just list the top 10 teams.
Sure.
Florida's moving their way back onto that list because Texas Tech is off, obviously. And I did think Florida's going to win. Will they? I took a chance, whatever. But Texas is a funky little spot tonight.
No, Bosco, I agree with you. I don't know if I can do it because Florida's been so good.
Florida has to get to 5 losses for Bama to win because they lost the head-to-head. So they're not going to do that.
It's a line that's coming down. It's coming like in Texas's favor. It's down to like 6, 5.5. I think it's a kind of a Texas spot, but I think Florida's so good. I don't know if I'm willing to get in front of the train.
But we're backing off Speedo watch. I think you're.
Yeah, I think you're okay.
For now.
You're okay.
For now.
You needed this run to kind of.
Tennessee also doesn't look fantastic. Like it'd be big if Bama can win out in the SEC right now.
You guys beating Arkansas was for your Speedo was huge. That was like the swing. I thought that was a swing.
So it looks like maybe no Speedo.
That's what I'm saying right now.
I would say if
second right now.
The line would be minus probably like.
Let the hair grow.
I'd say it's minus like 200 no Speedo.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's pretty.
They need.
They've gotten some big wins. Some teams have lost some games they like needed.
Bama needs.
We're like right in there because like Florida winning is fine because they were always above them, so it didn't really affect.
Tennessee lost.
Tennessee losing, like them beating Arkansas. There's a few.
So you're saying those pubes can go wild, Ev?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Bama needs a laugher.
No bikini wax.
I think
unless they collapse, like they're 14-point favorites.
Yeah. No, they need a laugher.
Like that, then it's like things get.
So after tonight, he can let that Bush girl.
Maybe I might have to.
Go.
It's been a while.
They drop like an easy one.
They need a laugher tonight. They need an old school Bama like laugher tonight. It's been a little while.
100 to like 78.
Yeah. We've also got Florida, Texas. I think that would probably be the second biggest game of the night. Good spot for Florida. Good test for Florida.
Yeah, Texas is good. Texas is a tournament team.
On the road. If Florida wins this game like easy,
if they go smash them. It's another one where I'm like, all right, now they smashed a good team on the road, which they've done a few times on this run. But
Yep.
Not all miss. They're significantly better.
And in the NBA, you got Pistons, Thunder. Underman still.
Lutman hit king of the court last night, by the way. Paolo.
He went off. He had a great game.
I'm sick.
I got to record with him, actually.
I know it's one of those, like, everyone says, oh, like, I almost had that one. I literally was on Maxey and Paolo and went with Maxey.
I took Maxey in a 3-point parlay, which is my new favorite thing to do, 4+ threes. How many points did he fucking score last
Maxey had
night?
a big game, too.
Yeah, he couldn't hit 4 threes.
I literally had the one.
I know.
He scored, 40? You can't hit 4 threes for me?
He had 32, 9, and 8, I think it was. But then Paolo just had like 36, 10, and like 6. And
shout out Desmond Bane had his player prop. He had 10 points going in the fourth. He ended up with 22. He got it. What a fucking champ that guy.
And Maxey also, he didn't play the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they were up.
That's right.
That's right.
Worse.
He didn't play because they were in that break where they're up like 21 at starts. So I'm like, okay, if it can like
They can tighten it up a little bit.
But it just kind of, just got where at like the 5, like when he was going to go back in, it was like 25, and they kind of just.
Got to watch out for that this time of year because now the teams are so mismatched.
But Pacers are at least like playing hard, like even though they're not good.
None of their players are there.
That was right, because I was thinking I just wanted to take good players that aren't going to be like the first picked against bad defenses. That was my thought process.
Who pairs?
Lakers bad defense.
Do it tomorrow.
Pacers bad defense.
My question for tomorrow: who pairs best with Halliburton if the Pacers get the number 1 pick?
Oh, DeBanza would be my answer.
Yeah.
Gotta get another good wing. Let's wrap up the show with picks. Clemmer.
Yeah, I have a couple baseball futures. Tony Vitello, he's the Giants manager. Manager of the year is 14-1. I just think the narrative with him being like the first college coach coming over, I think he's gonna have a lot of eyeballs on him.
Improve the team too.
Yeah, so I think that
roster's better.
Be worth a flyer. And then I'm on Nolan McLean to win Rookie of the Year. It's plus 500. I am very scared of Connor Griffin. Hubs and I are both like, we think this guy is going to be sensational.
It's not even a hot take. Like he's the number 1 prospect in baseball. He's that good. All the hype around him. They think he could be so good that he supplants Skeens as the best guy on the roster.
He had 2 home runs yesterday
bombs against the Sox.
You're
right. Off of
it's not a hot take. He's gonna be awesome. The question is, when do the Pirates actually go with him? He's 19, so I could see them maybe wanting him to start the year in the minors. Selfishly, I kind of hope that he starts the year in the majors because it's going to be Pirates Mets opening day. I'd love to see his first game in the majors. But there you go. Nolan McLean to 5-1. He's good. I'll take that.
I'm going to be on UConn 5.5. Take the trip to Jersey there. Rafael Jodar 2-0. Sets minus 105, and Dalibor Servicia also in tennis in Mexico. And in the NBA, I had 1 pick. Oh, Spurs minus 7.5 in Toronto. I think Toronto played last night, so back-to-back, I'll take the Spurs chances there.
I like Vandy minus 9 tonight. I think good spot for him at home. Tough place to play. And I like the Georgia team, but I think they roll against Georgia tonight.
Isn't Georgia ranked at one point?
They're pretty good. They're pretty good. They've had some good wins recently.
SEC's got like. I still don't think people are grouping Alabama elite. I think they're very dangerous, but I'll even say as a homer, Alabama's not in most people's elite category. Right now, elite, they kind of only have Florida, like the SEC. And then it's a lot of good.
That's kind of how I feel.
It's some good, and then it's a lot of like.
I'd agree with that.
They made the tournament, but like they're not great. It's interesting. The SEC is interesting this year.
I like Nebraska minus 16. Maryland's so bad. I think they roll. And also, again, I don't always bet them, but I like the spot today. I like the Buckeyes. It's 7.5 is just too many.
Big number.
I just think Iowa's like respectable, but they have Sturts and no one else to me. I just think it's a big number. They've at least been playing hard. Like they didn't have Mobley and Royal, who are their second and third best player, and they gave Michigan State everything they could handle in East Lansing. They need this one bad. It's so funny. We hadn't had a quad 1 win. It was the whole thing, and then Northwestern beating Indiana last night. Now, retroactively made beating Northwestern at Northwestern a quad 1 win. So now, magically, the Buckets have a quad 1 win.
Also, I mean, listen.
Northwestern is now a quad 1?
Because they beat Indiana at Indiana last night, which vaulted them into a quad 1, which means when we beat Northwestern in Northwestern.
Hilarious.
The away thing is so weird because we've beaten better, like we beat Wisconsin and UCLA, who are both comfortably tournament.
But at home, right?
And they both were at home, so they're technically not quad 1s.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know, but this
quads
would
are
be
weird,
a quad 1 if we win.
Also, the bubble's breaking your way based off what you like. Indiana.
No, but it broke. But it broke against us. Like UCLA beating Illinois was bad. That was bad for us because that was a team we beat who was also on the bubble. That's a huge win that we don't have.
I don't think UCLA's on the bubble anymore. I don't know.
I'm saying they beat They beat Indiana. They beat Illinois. Excuse me. So they're not in the bubble, which they were like. We kind of had the tiebreaker with them because we beat them. Now we don't. They have a better resume.
Also, that kid got fouled last night for Indiana.
Yeah,
he got fouled.
That was a tough one.
But yeah, I like those are the plays. I'll tweet out the rest, but that's what I have right now.
I'm on UConn, and then Jack's gonna have a parlay. He's working it out right now. But I think the 3 that I put in there were South Florida, Ohio State plus the points, and I'll get it to you. Let me see. South Florida, Ohio State, ETSU. It's gonna be
ETSU. We got Wofford. I actually like Wofford.
All right, that's the show. We'll be back tomorrow. See you.